Hey sweet friends, welcome back to our channel. We are so excited about today's technique because it is Technique Tuesday. Today we're going to show you how to create a beautiful pleating card, and it is so easy. So let's head down to the crafting table and let me show you this technique. So look at this card. Do you see these pleats here? It is such an easy card to create. You're not going to believe it. Now remember, the first thing we always say is we like to look at the color palette that we're going to use. And look at this beautiful paper that I've selected. Look at that. Oh, I just love these flowers. Oh, so pretty. And the paper, pattern paper, comes from Violet Dreams. There's so many different patterns that you can select from. So from this, I decided our color palette's going to be a white card. We're going to have some mattes, gorgeous grape, and bring in the white. And then later on, the reason I selected this for the pleat is that I'm going to use a beautiful piece of that pattern paper to cut out one of the flowers and let it do the work for us. So let's get started. The first thing we want to do is go ahead and work with our pleat, right? So we want to take out our trimmer and we want to cut a piece of pattern paper that is 11 by 3. Now I want to remind you, you can find the link to the measurements below this video. Just click show more in the description and click on measurements and supplies. But we have this 11 by 3, and now we need to make some score lines. And I'm going to go ahead and score on the other side. Now, let me give you another little tip about this. When you're picking your patterned paper to be your pleat, make sure that you have something that is pretty on the other side because you will see a little bit of it in the pleats. That's important. But I'm going to go ahead and put my score lines on this side because I think I can see it better. So we need to make some score lines, and they are 1.5 and then 2 and then 3. Let's start with those. The next ones are 3.5, 4.5, and 5 and 6. Now, if you're using the Stampin' Up! Trimmer, go ahead and extend that arm. And the next set of score lines are 6.5, 7.5, and 8 and 9. So let's get those scored. And then we just have one left, 9.5. Okay, we can put up our trimmer. Now, we are going to look at this. We have a middle part to this, and let me show you this. Do you see this part right here? That's our middle part. Now, I'm going to go ahead and just give each one of these a little crease so that I can tell where they are, and then I'm going to flip it to the other side. So I'm just creasing just to show a little crease like that. Let's do the other side. And you can feel for it with your fingers. If for some reason you can't see it, use your fingers and you'll be able to feel the ridge. So now that we have that, let's turn it back on the right side. Okay, now we can see where we have our middle point. Here it is. And then we have a little bitty one. So we have a 1/4 inch, and then we have a big one, and then we have a 1/4 inch, and a big one, and a 1/4 inch. So it goes just like that. Now on the other side, the same thing. We have our middle, and then we have a small one, and then we have an inch one. Then we have a 1/4, and then we have an inch. 1/4, and then we have our big one just like this. So we need to make a cut line, and the way we do that is we get the middle of our mechanism, of our pleat. It's right there. I'm going to bring in a ruler, and I'm going to measure up 1.5 from the bottom. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm just going to put 1.5 right here. Love this ruler. So I have this at 1.5, and I'm just going to bring my pencil and make a little mark right there, right in this center part. Because we are going to make a cut right there. So we're just going to draw a line, just like that. And I'm going to bring in my scissors. And all I'm going to do is just cut straight up on these 2 score lines. You see those 2 score lines right there? All the way to where I drew my line, which was at 1.5. And then I'm going to go to the other side and cut it. Okay, we're going to take this flap and we're just going to bend it up. Now you can put the edge right off the top. Bring in your bone folder and give that a good crease. And now you can just cut that off. Cut it off. So you can put it in your trimmer or you can just bring in your scissors. And now we need our trimmer because we are going to cut from this corner down to the bottom right. And then on the other side, from this corner down to the bottom right. And then we're going to make our pleat. Do you see how easy this is? Let's get this corner right here at the very top, put right in the guide, and just rotate this bottom to where the corner is right there. Then you can shut it, and we are going to slice. And it just cuts off this small piece. Now we need to turn it the other way and just fit it into your trimmer. If you don't have a Stampin' Up! Trimmer, you can also draw a line and use your scissors. You can do that as well. But let's go ahead and put this corner right here at the top. Rotate your bottom until that point is in the guide. Make sure they're both in the guide. Shut and slice. Now the fun part starts. We get to go ahead and pleat. Now I want to show you this. Do you see how that's our center part, right? We are going to fold it over, just like this. Fold it over, just like this. And the part that we're folding is this little 1/4 inch right here, okay? You can see. The 1 inch we leave alone. Here's the 1/4 inch, and we're just going to fold it just like this. So there is our pleat. Now, what we want to do is we want to tack this down so that it stays just like that. So bring in whatever glue you want. Maybe you want a tape runner. We're going to use a tape runner. And I'm just going to push this back out. Now here's my center part. Here's my little 1/4 inch. And I'm going to put some tape almost down to the bottom, but not all the way because we want the pleat to kind of be free, right? So I'm just going to put some tape about midway down and fold it over. Now I'm going to find my next 1/4 inch, put it about midway down and fold that over. And we're going to continue. We have 3 areas that we want to fold over, just like that. And here it is. Look at that. Now we need to work the other side. So move to your left side. And remember, we are folding it over, just like that. So go ahead and put your tape about halfway down on that 1/4 inch and fold this piece over, just like that. Now find your next 1/4 inch, which is right here. Go ahead and put your tape about halfway down, and we're going to take this piece and fold it over, just like that. Look at how pretty that is. And you can see the pleat is starting to form. Now find your next 1/4 inch, which is right here. Go ahead and add some tape about halfway down and fold this over. And now we have our pleat completed. So go ahead and use your dancing fingers to squish that down really well. we have our base card and we have our mat that we're going to work on. We're going to add this to the front of that mat. And this mat is 5 1/4 by 4. We are going to take this pleat and we're going to flip it over. We're going to bring in our tape runner and we're just going to put about 3 strips right here. So hold it with your fingers to where it's down. Pick it up and now bring in your mat. Now let me show you what we want to happen. We want this to go all the way down to the bottom of our mat. So go ahead and just line it up. Put this piece right in the center. Line it up right to the corners. And then just push it down on your mat. Do you see that? Look at that. We put it right to the edge of the corner down here. Just going to push this down. And now we're going to go ahead and flip this over. We're going to add some glue on either side. I'm going to bring in my multi-purpose glue. But before I do that, I'm going to give this a really good crease. So we're just going to bring in our bone folder, crease it really well, and now bring in your glue. Let's add a little bit of glue. Fold it over and just hold it. And do the same to the other side. Just a little bit of glue. Now, when you do that, you have a little tip right there. Go ahead and just snip those off. Use your scissors. And look at that. I cannot believe how easy this is to create, and it is so pretty. Now, we do have another video that we pleat. It's called a curtain, and it's just from the side. But this one we pleated in the middle and down both sides. So you might want to check out that video as well if you want to look at a different version of this card. Now, we need to keep decorating this, right? What I did is I took some garden green and I ran it through a beautiful embossing folder called Stone and Vine. And I'm going to add this. It goes from side to side, so it is 4 by 2.5, and it covers the entire top of that. Now, you'll have a little space there, but not to worry because we're going to put a strip right there. So let's go ahead and just lay this down. Now, this is a 3D embossing folder, so it does have some really deep crevices in it. You want to make sure and get the glue in those crevices. So we're just going to push down. And look at that. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? Now, we took some Highland Heather paper. And you can just use the cardstock, but we decided to make it look, more dimensional than just a flat one. So we just picked up one of our embossing folders, and this one was exposed brick. You could pick up anything just to make it where it's not so flat, right? And we're just going to add this just like that. Look how pretty that is. Now I'm going to use my Kalel because it allows me to wiggle. I might need to wiggle this a little bit. And remember I said I used the pattern paper to bring in the flower. Look at this. I'm going to set this up on dimensionals just like this. Oh, so pretty. Whenever we can, Sis and I let the pattern paper do the work for us. So I'm just going to bring in some dimensionals and just put them in different places. You don't have to cover the entire image. We're just going to add this about right here. Oh, love that. Look at how pretty that is. Now we need to add this to the front of our card. So we're going to add some glue to the back. And I like adding the pleated area to a mat and then bringing it to the front of the base card because you have that nice little margin all the way around. Now I'm going to go ahead and bring in Lovely Arrangements. It has so many sentiments that you could use. I'm going to grab me just a piece of scrap paper and I'm going to put it right in the corner, and that will be used as a guide when I go to cut it. So tap, tap, tap. Now, you can add this to your trimmer. You can also use your scissors. Because I want it to be nice and straight, I'm going to just add it to the trimmer. Now, I need to cut off just a tiny bit. And that's why I love this trimmer. It cuts off just a sliver. Look at how tiny that is. Love this trimmer. Now we're just going to cut off the edge. And I want to show you a tip that you can do to make this a little more interesting. Right now it's just a rectangle. We didn't use a die, so it looks a little sad, but let's make it smile. We're going to just cut off those corners. Look at that. Do you see how it makes it more interesting right away? So just turn it around and cut off those corners. Love this tip. Now we're getting, look at that. Doesn't that look more interesting? Yes. So we are going to add this just right here on some dimensionals. Just right here. Look at that front now. Hello, friend. Now we just need to decorate the inside. We are going to add Always Here For You. So let's just add that. And let's go ahead and just add a few leaves. So I need to bring in a piece of paper just to give it some more interest. So tap, tap, tap. Look at that. I think I'll add a few on the top too. Now let's add this to our inside mat. Now our inside mat is 5 1/4 by 4, and this one is 5 by 3 3/4. And look at this card. What do you think? Don't you love this pleated card? So easy, but makes such a statement. Love this. Now, earlier, I showed you this one. Look at that. So pretty. We cut this flower out of the pattern paper, set this up on dimensionals, stamped that cute little flower, cheering you on. And finally, we have this pleated version. Oh my goodness, look at that. Fern and Flora, look at that paper. We picked up this berry burst and added that to our strip. We embossed the strip. Oh, so pretty. You open it up, we've stamped it. Don't forget those cute little gems that we added. So what do you think about this pleated card? Isn't it easy? Oh my goodness, we just fell in love with this card. We know that this is one of our go-to cards from now on that we can share. We hope that you were inspired as well. And until next time, we're wishing you lots of creative moments. Bye-bye.